Stephanie. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good.
I hear we're going to have a year-end wrap-up of our show.
Yes, absolutely. Been a crazy year this year, hasn't it? I'm gonna lean
Yes, it
against.
has. Today hasn't been any exception to the rule either.
No. So funny thing for all of you watching, we'll just be brief, but we were both in the woods in different spots, and Tommy couldn't pick up a signal. I had a signal. So I waited, walked around. Finally, you got a signal, and then my phone died. So now we're back at square one. I'm in my backyard. Tommy, you're in your studio. So we're just gonna roll with the punches because we want to get this out by the end of the year.
Yep, that's right.
Oh
So
my
much
God.
for the best laid plans of mice and men.
Right. And then if that wasn't bad enough, my phone dying, then I got to my car and my key fob had died. So I couldn't even drive home. I had to call Casey to come and bring me my other key. I mean, seriously, you know? Oh, so anyhow, but we're here now. So we've had a really good year on He Said, She Said this year.
I think we did. Yes, we did. I mean, last just a few weeks ago, Ed Munch was in talking to us about his experiences and all that kind of stuff, and
Oh, yeah.
Chris Higgins with the Dogman experience, and
Yeah. That was incredible in and of itself. I mean, she remembered details down to what the what the fur looked like, you know what I mean? And the muscles and the thighs and the whole 9 yards. I
yep.
mean, that was really wild. Yes.
And you had your own circular rings in the woods and stuff like that. That was cool.
That is cool. And the thing about those rings is so many other researchers are finding them. Now, I don't know if these mean anything. I mean, like I said, it's really close. It's a suburban regional park. So could they have been made by people? Maybe. But wow, they're really high up in those trees. How are they getting
Yeah.
up there? I mean, short of bringing up a ladder, I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
how they could, you know. But
Yeah.
the fact of the matter is, now that we've done this, I keep having researchers sending me pictures of rings in the woods, that they're finding. So, I mean, it's kind of weird, right? Coincidence? I don't know. But it's interesting for sure. And then
And
we talked. So to more to come on that. I know that you found a ring too when you were out in the woods one
yes,
time,
I did. Yes,
and
I
we're all
did.
and we're all kind of looking for them. So all of you researchers out there, send us your pictures because we'd love to see them.
Yep.
And then we
And
talked. What?
you had your old friend Carter Bouchard was on.
I know. That was really fun. And now he's got his own video cast, right? Or a podcast.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
podcast.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So we'll have him on again because his book too is coming out soon, I think. I don't think it's out quite yet, but we said we would do a part 2 with him, so that'll come in the new year after, in 2022, probably early. And then we had the Irish Bigfoot guys on, and
Yep.
that was really fun to talk to them because what I thought was interesting is that they find the same things in the woods that we find here. You know,
And,
the
and they're a little bit harder to understand too.
yeah, yeah. I have a hard time.
But yeah, the Walking with the Wild Man though, that's a movie that's on Cryptovania, and that's really done well.
Yeah, and they are a little difficult to understand. I kind of just smiled a lot, nodded my head. It was good. It was good. No, it was fun. And they were fun guys. We'll have to have them on again. And Tommy, maybe someday we can go to Ireland. And go out in the woods with them.
Dare to dream. Boy,
Be
that would be
fun.
great.
Yeah.
That
But
would be
yeah, and
great.
we had them, and I'm just trying to think of what else we did in 2022. We didn't have a ton of episodes because you were busy with things. I was busy with things. I was out on the island a lot. Um, but we did
We
have
had some
the
health.
fabulous, you know.
Yes, we had some health issues that were a handful, but that's okay. We got through them.
We
But
did.
also,
We
we had the Bigfoot followed me home.
That's right, because you've had that
Yes,
happen. Yes,
yes, I did.
which is pretty crazy in and of itself, you know.
Yeah,
So, you know, and we did, and you've been out in the woods a lot this year. Squatchers have been out quite a few times, but not as many as the year before. But you know what I say is that the year before it was COVID, right? And so that's what we did. We were just out in the woods
yeah,
all because you couldn't go anywhere, you couldn't do anything. And so it was just a really good opportunity for us to do that, which we did.
yep.
And I think we'll be out more in this coming year as well. You know, and we were out there quite a bit anyway, but you're out there at least weekly, I think.
I think yes.
Sometimes
Also we had Bob Trent, like you and were discussing Suburban Squatch.
yeah.
He came and did that, and that was really good too.
Yes. Suburban cryptids, they're closer than you think. You know, if you think you're safe in the city, nope. I think they're
Right.
close. You don't have to go up to the big woods to find them, you know, because they're as close as my backyard, literally.
And sometimes when you go into deep woods, you don't have cell signal, as
Yeah.
today.
Yes. Yes. As today. And, you know, Squatchers were way up by the Canadian border, up in the Boundary Waters Canoe Wilderness area. And it was so cool up there. We'll be back next summer for sure, but there was no signals up there either. I think we
Yeah,
managed to maybe get off one live, or I can't remember, because I think we were all looking and we found one spot where we could do a live, and we did like 2 seconds
I
or
remember
something.
that. Yep, I remember that.
But you know, when you're up there, when you're out in the woods, there's just no signal. I mean, you know, and so you do videos and you post them and they're fun, but it's fun to do it kind of in the moment, you know?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah, but anyway, yeah, it's been a crazy wild year. More to come in 2022 with He Said, She Said. And, you know, yeah, I'm sure we'll have some fabulous guests and we'll be out in the woods. We'll do some field. You know, I know that you have an area that you kind of go to that you know you have cell phone service. And our research area has pretty good service. So we'll have to do that coming up. Maybe we can get out there like early in 2022.
yeah.
I know it's
Now that
Go ahead.
now that we're ending the end of rifle season for deer hunting, so
Yep.
that'll make it a lot safer and a lot better.
Yep. All right, I'm pushing this down. Yeah, you know, ours has been done for a little bit now, but they can still do the musket or something, I think. So it still
Yeah.
isn't quite safe to be out there. Um, but you know, it is what it is. But it's fun. Yeah. So
Yes.
January comes and I think, you know, I love, you know, as you can see, we have freshly fallen snow here in Minnesota. We got about 8 inches here at my house. And so this is really a good time to go because you see footprints, you find, even if it's not Squatch prints, you find all kinds of prints, which is always good for us to look at and learn what's what, you know what I mean? And but it's also good to find squatches because then that's when we found our trail of prints, you know, it was on snow, you
Yep.
know.
Yep.
So you can't really cast them, but you can photograph them and then follow them, and then they lead to nowhere, and then they just disappear, as we've talked about many times, you know. But
Yes.
it's good to know that
Yes, we have.
it's good to know they're there, and you know, we always find stuff. And I know, you know, some people say, well, but these things that you're finding might be super old because you know you can tell like by the breaks, you know, they're not like fresh wood, but it still tells us something, right? It still tells us they've been here. Who knows when they're going to come back, you know? Because I know somebody said, "Well, I only want to see things that are fresh." And I'm like, "Well, good luck." I mean, so do we. But
Yeah,
we don't always find the
that's
fresh
not
stuff.
asking for much. Not
No.
asking for much.
I mean, I think as researchers, we just have to find out where they've been and keep going back to see, you know, like even in our research area, um, like I've said, we only go back there like every 6 months or so now just to see what's going on because things do change, and that's what it's all about. But yeah, so we have a lot of new fun things to happen in 2022. I'm excited. And we'll get we'll have some really good guests on again and hopefully some new eyewitnesses.
Yep.
And I know I just, excuse me, I just had a report from someone up north that a couple months ago, somebody driving in a truck on one of the highways up there saw a Squatch just come right across the highway, which was cool. If it would have been like 2 days ago, we'd have been there,
Yeah.
But I mean, that just, they're there, right? They're just everywhere. And so,
I just had a track reported to me yesterday, right here locally and stuff too. And I mean, it was a good track too. So there's all kinds of stuff happening.
Well, and we just, like we were talking about earlier, we just got to get these people to stop being so camera shy. Because even some of the researchers here in Minnesota, I've asked them to be on, and they're all just like, "Can I do it on the phone?" Well, no, this is a video cast.
Yeah.
And then it's like,
Yeah.
So we just got to get them used to the idea. But we will, and we'll have some of them on. So it'll be really fun. And I know we've had like Ed was great. I mean, he's such a cool guy. He is he's gonna be a big filmmaker.
I hope you meet him in person someday because he's such a cool guy.
We all gotta come to Cryptovania, Tommy, and all be there at the same time and get out there. So we should all plan this. I mean, that's something that's doable even for him, and we can all just meet there sometime in the summer, and have days.
It's like a class reunion.
Yes. And get a bunch of the people on there that, a bunch of our guests that live around there and all get together on the same, 3 or 4 day weekend and just really have a phenomenal, wild, he said, she said party,
And it's crazy too, because we've come in contact with so many people over the last 3 years or so. Oh my gosh, I've met almost everybody I ever wanted to meet, so it's been awesome.
I know. And what else? I think, CryptidCon happened a few weeks ago, and I know you guys were looking at all of the stuff that was going on there. I still think we should think about going next year because I think that would be fun.
I think
Squatchers and Cryptidania can share a table and we can talk. He said, she said, and it would just be a riot.
Yep.
Anyway, something to
yeah, you got it.
Because it's kind of not too far for you. It's about a 12-hour drive for me, but it's not that far. Yeah,
we can do it. We can do it.
We got a lot of ideas, so.
Yes.
Well, anyway, Tommy, it's been a great year, and we'll be filming some more right away in the new year. So, but thank you for a great 2021.
Thank you too. I appreciate. We have done a lot more than I thought we ever would have in a short period of time. It's been great.
Yep. I know, it's been fabulous. So here's to 2022, and everyone have a safe and happy holiday season, and we'll be back soon in the new year.
flying by, and they bring the pain. lightning comes down, when the lightning comes down, when the lightning comes down, it's gonna burn this mother down. People try and run, flee in vain, climb over anyone gets in their way. And when the lightning comes down, when the lightning comes down, when the lightning comes down, it's gonna burn this mother down. Yeah. Told you this day would come, called your name. Hell, I told everyone it's end of game. And when the lightning comes down, when the lightning comes down, when the lightning comes down, it's gonna burn this whole damn town. It's gonna burn us to the. It's gonna burn us to